Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Greg, great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kev. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Ayton, here's Johnson. Jokic grabs the miss. The pass to Barton. There's the feed to Murray. Barton passes to Murray. Outside for Millsap. From the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Nuggets. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Now here's Barton following the shot by Chris Paul. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Bridges with the board.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Ayton inside. Millsap's, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here is Harris. His last outing, he had 8 points. Millsap kicks to Murray. Barton passes to Jokic. Over Johnson, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Pass to Johnson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Will Barton. This is his first free throw of the game.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
The first one falls for the Nuggets. Rozier's checked in, and Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. And Johnson drops them both. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. They get a hand on it. Jokic kicks to Morris. Shoots over Bridges. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Morris into the lane. So a moment now to see the story for him. The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And the Suns here with a different look. Damian Jones is checked in for DeAndre. Sharge comes in for Johnson. Jay Crowder's checked in for Bridges. And it's Payne in for Paul. To the inside. Doesn't go for him. Great tee that time from Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Payne in the post. Defended by Green. Payne's shot is good. 1:44 left in the first. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Booker. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Denver. Passes it to Šarić. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, because of his size and length, Dario Šarić so comfortable on the interior.
Pass to Dozier. Campazzo. Right side Green. And he makes that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Šarić. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Carter, he's checked in for Jones. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Denver on D. 3-point lead. Here's Payne. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Got a piece of it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Denver, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He hits both from the stripe. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Payne passes to Galloway. Back to Payne.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count that bucket. Morris has got 8 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Payne in the post. 4 seconds left. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
They've got Šarić, Jay Crowder out there with Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's Galloway in at shooting guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Just streaking in, Galloway making the most of that one.
And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Šarić. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And Paul subbed in for Carter. And a switcher also for Denver. Morris is checked in. Suns trail by 5. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Harris against Paul. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Johnson, the shot comes out. Great D that time from Green. The Nuggets leading by 5. And here is Morris. 8 points for him. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Inside. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Johnson. And it's Denver with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun. Getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Jones checked in for the Suns. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. The tray. Here's Ayton. Johnson outside. Takes the 3. Again, Johnson missing.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Jokic with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Millsap. And there's the pass to Dozier. The 3. Jokic kicks to Millsap. Campazzo. Outside for Murray. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Chris Paul. Averaging 13 points per game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Jay Crowder's checked in for the Suns. Payne comes in for Paul. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Ayton. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is capable of outrunning almost every other big in the league. Nice job in transition.
Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Ayton. Millsap finds Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Campazzo. Outside for Murray. Clock at 4. Misses the 3. Suns trail by 3. The drive by Booker. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Murray surveying the D. Passes it to Dozier. The 7-footer falls. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Payne. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Denver shooting the ball poorly. Just 28% from past the arc. Offensive rebound. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his second basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Ayton. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jew. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq, it's been that way for a while.
Yeah, their front office.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3 spot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Denver leading by 4. 3 on 3. Here's Millsap. Pass to Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Mikal Bridges picks one up. The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Both free throws good from Barton. And it's the Suns with the ball. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Bridges dishes to Paul. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Harris kicks to Murray. Back to Harris. Down low. And stolen by Ayton. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Barton. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So for the Suns, Sharch has checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Langston Galloway comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Carter in for Paul. And Denver also making a switch. Monte Morris is checked in for Murray. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Johnson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns. And good on the 2nd, so he makes them both. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Bridges passes to Saric, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's stolen by Saric. Fast break, here come the Suns. Looking for Crowder, he gets it there. The score now all even.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Jokic trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got his first basket of the night.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Suns shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block, and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing. Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. To the left wing. Payne passes to Carter. To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, make no mistake, Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
Phoenix making some changes. Damian Jones is checked in for Langston Galloway. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Carter. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Jones sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Feeds it to Saric. Paul outside. Fires from the wing. Saric on the follow. Saric has got 6 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Campazzo, defended by Paul. It's tipped. Crowder with the steal. That's tipped. Saric for the lead. Millsap grabs the miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
They get it back. Morris kicks to Jokic. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Dozier. Rebound by the Suns. Oh, Paul in position. Paul. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 1.
Chris Paul has always been willing to rebound the position. He understands he's got to provide support on the backboards.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Phoenix ahead, leading by a point. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Devin Booker. Johnson is out there with Ayton. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Paul in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Morris against Booker. There's the pass to Murray. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Murray, good.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
The Nuggets trail by 5 and stolen by Murray. It's Barton with the drive, and Barton throws it down.
gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Martin with it, now guarded by Booker. Barton, no luck.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Shoots over Barton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Well, the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton, is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Gary Harris comes in for Monte Morris. Here's Barton. And he gets the whistle. 2. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
And stolen by Murray. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. To the paint, here's Millsap, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul for his work.
And that one falls for Paul. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The Nuggets trail by 7. It's good.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Paul dishes to Ayton. He kicks to Bridges. Booker the pass to Johnson. He feeds it to Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And taken away by Paul. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Johnson's got the ball.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And the Suns making a change here. Crowder's checked in.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
And it's Ayton missing. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. The The feed to Barton. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. That'll be a 5-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Paul. That shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Millsap kicks to Barton. Denver with a new 14.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Barton against Crowder. Paul outside. 4 on the clock. Ayton, the pass to Crowder. It counts.
These are the moments where Crowder has earned the trust and equity with his teammates. That's a big-time delivery.
From deep three-point range, misses there. So the Suns win it. It was a fantastic ball game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony. live on 2K Sports. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Rockets, PJ Tucker is out there with Wood. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Mwaba in at the 3, the small forward. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Tucker. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
I mean, and there's really no excuse for it. They know they need to play more in control.
Here's Oladipo. Nails it from the high post. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Booker. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And finished off by Oladipo.
Even after some serious injuries, Oladipo still has some takeoff.
Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
To the middle. Here's Wood. The kick out to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. They get the rebound. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little respect.
Oh!
He wasn't playing on that. He was
That was incredible.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Gordon against Booker. Wood passes to Nwaba. Left side, Gordon. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And Tucker kicks to Wood. No one near him. That shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Suns trailing. Paul goes in. Count the basket.
Always a threat to turn on the Jets. Paul, quick switch of gears, gets to the rack.
Oladipo outside. Gordon, the pass to Oladipo. And then Oladipo with the jam.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Here's Johnson. Nwaba with the rebound.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Gordon, the pass to Tucker. At the top of the key, Gordon. Pass to Nwaba. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Ayton. And some nice passing there by Houston. Tucker can't get it to go. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. And here's the break. Tucker can't get it to go. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Johnson's got the ball. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
And Ayton throws it down. 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Oladipo, the pass to Wood. Over Ayton. It's a tie game here in Houston. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall philosophy,
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness.
And you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Caruth. Then it's McLemore. Then there's Brown. And it's Tate in at the small forward. Jones finds Sharge. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Jones.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Sark. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Out to the wing. Inside. Here's Caruth, covered by Sharge. Now here's McLemore outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And McLemore is more than capable of dropping bombs out there. He's got range for days.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Galloway, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And Cousins is a big body who knows just how to back down the deep. When he has the room to throw it down, he does not hesitate for 1 second.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And the Suns making a change here. Carter's checked in. Here's McLemore. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Carter, the pass to Saric. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Houston leading by 7. Brown feeling it out a bit, launches it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Payne. It's rebounded by McLemore. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And it's Caruth missing. Suns trail by 7. Right side Jones. Ripped away. Here's Brown. Basket counts. Brown's got his first bucket of the night.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First one falls for him.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Mikal Bridges checked in for Jones, and that one is good. And the Rockets lead by 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
First trip to the line for him here.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
So both teams making some changes here.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Oladipo, the pass to Wood, and finished off by Wood.
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Oladipo taking his time here. 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Here's Wood. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. And then for Phoenix, Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Paul subbed in for Carter. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, it's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Oladipo, the pass to Nwaba. Back to Oladipo. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Tucker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Oh, Ayton in position. He can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. For 3, Tucker can't get it to go.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Crowder played in with a nice touch off the glass. Crowder's got 4 points this quarter.
Taking the initiative, Crowder going in strong.
Oladipo outside. Offline with his 3. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Gordon. Here's the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point. Shot clock at 5. And Oladipo, here we go. And finished off by Oladipo.
Too smooth. Oladipo down the lane with such ease. His agility really gives him an edge.
Johnson kicks to Paul. Suns moving the ball around. Ayton dishes to Paul. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. Wood against Ayton. No good on that one. And it's Houston the other way. And it's Houston on the break. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Bridges. Here's Ayton. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Sharch has checked in for Johnson. Langston Galloway comes in for Booker, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Oladipo with the ball, working on Payne. That one goes in. Cousins has got his second basket of the game.
For a bigger guy, Cousins possesses such a nice touch. 270-pounder plus with finesse. Not easy to defend.
And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for the Suns. Houston leading by 11. Oladipo outside. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns. Pass to Bridges. Up again. Saric on the follow.
Saric is such a great player on the offensive end. I mean, he's showing how determined he is to snag the second chance opportunities.
Cousins trying to free himself up. Banked in off the glass. He's got 5.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Jones drives in. Headshot off. Nice D from Cousins. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Oladipo for 3. That one, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
And in his 7th season out of St. Joe's, Langston Galloway seems to be coming into his own.
Yeah, shooting the ball with the best efficiency since he came into the association. He's bounced around, but now carving out a nice long career.
Cousins, the pass to Caruth. And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double checking, and the game continues on.
McLemore with the ball. 6 points for him. They get it back.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Suns trail by 15. And it's the Rockets on the break. Cousins with the ball. Fires the 3. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Galloway. Nice D from Cousins.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. 1:06 left to play in the third. Galloway finds Jones. Shot clock at 6 to end the cold streak. Galloway, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And here's McLemore, and they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Outside Crowder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And when he's not shooting threes, Crowder is attacking the paint. That's how he plays the game.
And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Damian Jones. Johnson comes in for Saric. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And Paul's subbed in for Carter. The feed to Tucker. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Gordon kicks to Wood. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Booker in the corner. Johnson outside. To the middle. Crowder inside. And that one is off. It's off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets ahead. They lead by 13. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got P.J. Tucker down out there with Gordon. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Nwaba in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. It's Brown with the drive. Crowder with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Ayton, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Oladipo for 3. A rebound by Johnson.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Oladipo against Paul. Oladipo right side. Shoots from the baseline. Wood controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the basket is good. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Gordon, the pass to Tucker. Nwaba kicks to Oladipo. Houston needs to get a shot up.
We're able to create off the pick and roll. Oladipo, this is how you move the ball in these sets.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Ayton dishes to Bridges. Johnson right side. Over in the corner, Paul. Here's Nwaba, defended by Bridges. Oladipo outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful. One of the guys who only has one mode, I mean, aggressive and explosive presence at all times.
There's Gordon with the 3. Offensive rebound. And that one, good.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. And the shot goes up, put a body on something.
Johnson with the block. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Wood. they can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Oladipo, the pass to Nwaba. Back to Oladipo, and taken away by Paul. Ayton inside. He's guarded by Cousins, and it's Ayton missing.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
And the pass to Gordon. Now here's Cousins. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Cousins. Here's Nwaba at the tip. Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Rockets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Passes it to Cousins. Over Ayton. The Rockets again can't hit. And here are the Suns now. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
Here's Nwaba, defended by Bridges. Second shot opportunity. Here's Tucker. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good moment. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So the Nuggets win the tip. And here's Millsap. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Greg, obviously, we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now have gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
And you could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Oladipo against Murray. At the elbow, it's Gordon. The kick out to Oladipo. No good on the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Denver with the ball, following the score by Houston. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And then Oladipo with the jam.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Here's Jokic. Millsap finds Jokic. The shot, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Pass to Wood. Houston moving the ball around. Oladipo, the pass to Tucker. Wide open. He can't get that one. And it's Denver the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
Now here's Gordon following the missed shot by Will Barton. It's intercepted. A nice shot by Tucker.
It's evident that Tucker likes trying his luck inside. He had the size, weight, toughness, and touch to be effective.
Now here's Murray. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Utah. Stolen by Tucker. And here we go. Houston running again. And stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Here's Jokic. Millsap kicks to Harris. Over Gordon. The offensive rebound. Murray outside. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Dozier's checked in, and Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Jokic. Wood, the pass to Gordon. Oladipo outside. Just 5 to shoot. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Dozier can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Now, here's Tucker. He was averaging around 5.5 points a game. Oladipo taking his time here. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Millsap out to Morris. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray outside. They need this. Millsap inside, and we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. And don't... And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Green. Monte Morris is out there with Hartenstein, and it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Rockets leading by 5. To the left wing. Back to McLemore. Passes to Tate. Down low. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Morris running it up the court.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
That one goes. Count it. McLemore's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's what McLemore is known for best, his sweet, soft jump shot.
It's rebounded by Houston. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Here's Hartenstein. He's guarded by Cousins.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Kicks it to Brown. Pass to Cousins. Back to Brown. Cousins, the pass to Tate. Houston needs to get a shot. And it's Caruch missing.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
To the paint. Campazzo, he's covered by Brown. Houston leading by 3. To the inside. And the shot goes in from Caruch. Caruch has got 4 this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now the dish to Morris. Here's Hartenstein. Fades and shoots. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Rockets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. To the wing on the left, poked away. Back to Caruch. Houston moving it around. On deep, McLemore connects from 3-point range. And now an 8-point Houston lead.
And that 3-point shot from McLemore is just cash. Don't let this guy get free from the perimeter.
And good that time.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Cousins gets it to go.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Campazzo, he's covered by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Feeds it to Green. Karuch grabs the board. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the wash to Chicago. Now here's McLemore outside. Green with the rebound. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Morris over to the left wing. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Brown finds Cousins. Now McLemore. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. And Cousins gets it to go.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Morris inside. Here's Tate. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. And Oladipo, he's missed so much time due to injuries these last few seasons. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Rockets leading by 10. We've got Gordon. PJ Tucker is out there with Wood. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Mwaba in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Oladipo, the pass to Tucker. Here's Mwaba. A 3-pointer off the mark. Now Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Wood. Aston Mwaba. He kicks it to Oladipo. From deep. Second chance shot. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Shot clock at 2. The Rockets with another miss.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Houston's gotten blanked from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Wood with the bucket.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Murray dishes to Harris. Back to Murray. And it's the Rockets on the break. Moving it up. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
The strong upper body of Gordon in contact does not affect his shooting.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Oladipo, the pass to Tucker. Kicks it out to Gordon. Oladipo for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Murray outside. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go. Houston running again. And then Oladipo with the jam.
Well, I think playmaking has always been in Gordon's DNA. He loves to score, don't get me wrong. He also loves to shit.
Harris. Mwaba with the rebound. Rockets leading by 14. Tucker bounce pass. Gordon finds Tucker. Pulls up on the wing. That one a little long.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Millsap passes to Murray. Over Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 16. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Back to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Harris dishes to Millsap. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. For 3, Murray. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Houston making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Wood. Odions Kurucs comes in for P.J. Tucker. And McLemore subbed in for Oladipo. The Nuggets also changing it up. Dozier's checked in, and Morris subbed in for Harris. Gordon kicks to Nwaba. McLemore with the ball. 5 points in the game. Off target from three-point range.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on it at any moment.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And they're on the break. Here's Morris, and he lays it straight in. Morris has got his first 2 points.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Round the pass to McLemore. They get it again, and he gets it to go. Kurucs has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now the pass to Jokic. He wants to get to Millsap and does. And stolen by Cousins. That one, no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets, sitting with a comfortable lead up by. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Morris is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Dozier in at the 3. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Oladipo, he's checked in for the Rockets. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
McLemore, the pass to Tate. Now here's McLemore. Defense right on him. Pass to Oladipo. Launches a 3, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Jokic with the bounce pass. Millsap's against Cousins. Millsap misses. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oladipo for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Millsap misses. Rockets leading by 14. And here we go. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Brown.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Jokic. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Now here's McLemore. Here's Tate. Back to McLemore. Oladipo for 3. No good there. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Houston leading by 18. Pass to Tate. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you got to respect the physicality of Millsap. He can energize his entire team with that level of activity.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Morris.
In over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range, so he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive game, Jay. He's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing a skill set that's so much in the man.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And Jokic slams it in.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Jokic against Wood. Pulls up, high post. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 18.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Houston.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeMarcus Cousins.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Back to Gordon. Takes the 3. But they'll get another chance.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
6 on the shot clock. The 3. Jokic trying to free himself up. And it's Denver with the rebound. Campazzo guarded by Tucker. From deep. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So the Nuggets win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the point. And for teams already exceeding expectations, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
Because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And, Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
You got to do it.
Here's Jokic. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Millsap shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You just can't allow Millsap to get that kind of position. I mean, once he does have it, he's determined to score or at least get fouled.
Both free throws good for Millsap. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Utah Jazz. Oh, Ayton in position.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Harris kicks to Murray. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
A fantastic dunk, and he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Here's Murray. Another shot. Barton against Booker. From the high post. Barton, no luck.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker from downtown. That shot off the mark. And Denver the other way now. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Paul.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Deflects the pass. Here's Ayton. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Ayton.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Murray outside. Jokic inside. He's covered by Ayton. Wide open look here for Murray. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Here's Booker. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For Denver, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be. Sometimes, you know, Greg,
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the call will be against Damian Jones. That's his first foul. .54 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Morris, rejected by Jones, and they'll keep possession. Campazzo can't hit that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Here's Jones. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Nuggets have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's Hartenstein. Campazzo. Offensive rebound. Pass to Dozier. Launches it. Out to Morris. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Monte Morris. Green is out there with Hartenstein, and it's Dozier in at the 3. Morris against Carter. Pulls up, rejected by Payne. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Carter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Nuggets trail. Campazzo, and he uses the glass on the lane.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Green against Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of this game. That's good from Carter. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Carter hits them both. Denver with the ball. Trailing by 2. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Damian Jones. And it's Booker in for Payne. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Green passes to Jokic. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Harris comes in for Morris. Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Paul comes in for Carter. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Green. And a change for the Suns. Johnson's checked in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The Nuggets with another miss. The Suns leading. Here's Bridges. Here's Ayton. Good defense by Jokic.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Barton drives in, and Barton throws it down.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Here's Paul. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
They grabbed their own miss. And here's Denver. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Murray. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Suns have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Ayton inside. Martin defending. And Booker kicks to Paul. Ayton trying to break free. Paul can't get it to go. Jokic against Bridges.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Out to Harris. 54 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Down low. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Damian Jones is checked in for Ayton. Langston Galloway comes in for Bridges, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Harris. Off target at the rim. Here's Johnson. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the point. High arcing shot. Clock at 6. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Denver needs to get off his shot. Scooped up. Out to Harris. To the paint. Goes back up. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Deep 2 from Murray. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Count it, good.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Saric is checked in for the Suns. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. Paul goes inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Carter, he's checked in for Phoenix. And both free throws good from Crowder. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. And slam dunk by Saric.
And with a good feel for the game, Booker sensed the right time to go for that steal.
Here's Murray. And they pick up 2. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Out of dishes to Carter. Green with the block. Here's Dozier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Hartenstein. Here's Dozier. Passes it to Hartenstein. Morris outside to the middle. It's stolen by Saric. Here's the break. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green passes to Hartenstein.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. And for the Suns, Damian Jones comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Carter. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Now here's Payne. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Got a piece of it.
This is exactly what they want from Saric. I mean, more aggression on the defensive end, and he gets himself in position there and makes a play.
Bounce pass from Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Morris outside. Denver gets it back. Here's Hartenstein. On the wing, Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Suns leading by 6. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the right side. Here's Galloway. And the Suns miss again.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jones. Johnson comes in for Saric. And Paul subbed in for Payne. The kick out to Barton. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Galloway, and the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Johnson up top. Kicks it to Galloway. Just 5 on the clock. They could use a bucket.
And after shooting over 45% in that first half, which helped them build the lead, it hasn't been quite as easy for them here in the second.
Kept alive. Jokic passes to Millsap. Morris, left side. Right side, Millsap. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Oh, I have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Timeout called, the Suns.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling. And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Millsap misses. Suns leading by 6. Oh, Paul in position.
You know, Chris Paul is one of the outstanding scoring point guards of this or any other era, for that matter. He's just a guy who knows how to get it done.
Murray with it. To the paint. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
Well, that's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
Booker against Harris. All sorts of time. No good off the front iron.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And it's Ayton missing.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
They get it back. Outside for Murray. Over Booker. Barton outside. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Booker with it. Now guarded by Murray. Booker dishes to Bridges. He feeds it to Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Ayton hits them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Floats it up for Jokic. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's the Suns' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Ball is doubled. Stolen. Murray right side. Denver passing it around. And now the Suns, a fast break. And Crowder slams it in.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Murray kicks to Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
For 3, Murray. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Suns.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for DeAndre Ayton.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Harris against Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I like the competitive juice of Gary Harris. He wants to win every game, and he plays for his team at a high level.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And Harris drops them both. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Carter outside. Over to the wing. Moore right side. Carter finds Kaminsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Saric. Saric. They get it back. Pass to Kaminsky. They shoot again. The putback. Saric on the follow.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 12. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. They came in here and took care of business. Like David, thank you as always. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. P.J. Tucker is out there with Wood. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Nwaba in at the three, the small forward. Houston moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Wood with the bucket.
Oh, I love watching Gordon go to work on the pick and roll. I mean, he's a high IQ player who knows how to pass off the screen.
It's rebounded by Houston. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the line.
And Nwaba has it in the corner. Gordon kicks to Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Too smooth. Oladipo down the lane with such ease. His agility really gives him an edge.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Back to Oladipo. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
It's deflected. Stolen by Tucker. Down low. It's Oladipo on the wing. Defended by Paul. Nwaba passes to Wood. Kicks it to Oladipo. Left side, Gordon. Here's Tucker. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wood's got his second basket of the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. So for the Suns, Crowder, he's checked in for Johnson. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. And the Rockets making a change here. Rockets leading by 10. Passes to Tucker. To the inside, Oladipo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. Now here's Jones. Back to Galloway. Looking to end the run. Caruch grabs the board. Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Oladipo, the pass to Caruch. Dishes it to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Payne dishes to Galloway. Caruch grabs the board.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Oladipo, the pass to Caruch. Back to Oladipo. To the paint. And the shot goes in from Caruch.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for them.
Oh, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
And Crowder is it in.
And showing he can play above the rim. Crowder with the highlight.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Good on the triple. Oladipo's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Tipped away. And it's the Rockets on the break. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Carter, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. McLemore's checked in for Houston. On the basket by Jones.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Carter kicks to Jones. To the middle. It's tipped and taken away by Brown. From deep, McLemore, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Rockets ahead, up by 16. And when it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had...
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much a lot.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Paul out there with Carter. Then it's Jones. Then there's Šarić, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Wood, he's checked in for Houston. David Nwaba comes in for Brown. And the pass to McLemore.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
So for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Šarić. Bridges comes in for Crowder. And it's Devin Booker in for Carter. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
McLemore with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Tucker. Pass to Nwaba. Pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Now here's McLemore outside. Houston gets it back. Wood can't hit. Suns trail by 18. Johnson kicks to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Down low. Back to Wood. Gordon, the pass to McLemore. And some nice passing there by Houston. They grabbed their own miss. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
McLemore dishes to Tucker. Now McLemore. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Langston Galloway's checked in for Paul. Oladipo, he's checked in for the Rockets. Tucker lays it up off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 16.
With the strength Tucker has, drawing contact means nothing to him. You can't rattle him. He's tough as nails.
Snatched up.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Feeds it to Gordon. Back to Tucker. Passes it to Wood. Over Ayton. Here's Tucker. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
On its way from Oladipo for 2. And that one comes up a bit short. Galloway finds Booker. Oladipo with the block.
I mean, you're not going to beat Oladipo with that. I mean, Victor plays hard on both sides of the ball. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now the pass to Wood. Shoots from 12. The second chance effort. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 16-point game. The kick out to Crowder. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Crowder's got his second basket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Up top, Oladipo. 32 points for him last game against Chicago.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Here's Payne, and the rejection by Cousins.
Are using great defensive instincts. Cousins will swat anyone's shot away. He's relentless.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston leading by 16. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Wood passes to Tate. Back to Wood. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in command with a 16-point.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They're leading by 16. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Wood. Oladipo is out there with Gordon. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Nwaba in at the 3 slot. And here's Oladipo. He kicks it to Gordon. Back to Oladipo. Jacks up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball passes to Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
So it's the Rockets now. Houston leading by 14. Gordon kicks to Oladipo. Aston Waba. Doubled by Bridges. 6 to shoot. Gordon the pass to Oladipo. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him. Houston making some changes. Odions Kurucs comes in for Christian Wood. And McLemore subbed in for Oladipo. McLemore inside the line. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
This is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far. And they're not playing with much intensity.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Ayton. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Suns moving the ball around. Paul passes to Johnson. Six on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. Another shot. Kurucs grabs the board.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Waba passes to Tucker.
Top of the line, competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And a switch here also for Houston. Cousins is checked in.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
For 3, Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And the shot goes in from Kurucs.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 11 points with that bucket from Ayton.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The shot's good.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins, skilled at spotting the open man.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Paul surveying the floor. From 7. Up again, and Paul stays with it. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
From the wing. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
The big body of Cousins, a menace on the offensive glass, who fights to keep plays alive.
And here we go. Now here's McLemore, defended by Crowder. And Cousins kicks to Gordon. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, he's a guy that maybe used to go to the cup a little bit more, but now he shoots over half his shots from 3.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Carter. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Oladipo, the pass to Wood. Back to Oladipo. Off target from outside.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I just like the all-around game Sark possesses. I mean, it translates well this day and age. He's a big man who can do it all. Score, pass, rebound, defend. He's tough.
Saric nails them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And Oladipo kicks to Brown. Got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Jay Crowder, Carter out there with Payne, then it's Bridges, and it's Saric in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Rockets leading by 10. The feed now to Tucker. Pass to Wood, and stolen by Payne. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. It's Crowder on the wing, guarded by Oladipo. Carter outside. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And for Houston, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Waba passes to Tucker, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. Some changes for Phoenix. Jones checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Crowder. And it's Devin Booker in for Carter. Wood. And it's in there.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
And Phoenix making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Suns trail by 13. Here's Payne. Second shot opportunity, and it's Ayton missing. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Tucker the pass to Wood. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Johnson. And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Oladipo taking his time here. And they're moving it up. On up the court. Wood with the block. Brown with the bounce pass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Chris Paul's checked in for the Suns. And a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in. Oladipo outside from about 16. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Johnson for three. They get the rebound. Ayton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Rockets leading by 11. Pass to Wood. Tucker. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Now there's the grit you've come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Paul passes to Bridges. Johnson kicks to Paul. Johnson right side. The pass to Bridges. Ayton with it. Booker outside. Clock at 6.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Pulls up on the elbow. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 15.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. They get a hand on it, so it's the Rockets now. Back to Kurucs. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Out to the right wing. Galloway finds Kaminsky. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. And here's Houston. Houston moving the ball around. Jones, the pass to Kurucs. Over Šarić. But they get it back.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris. They've got P.J. Tucker. Gordon out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Nwaba in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3 slot. Now here's Murray. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And it's Houston on the break. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist from Tucker. Gordon's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Rockets. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Bulls.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little...
Get it! Just attacks the rim.
What a throwdown there, man.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
What confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the offseason on that challenge.
Season never really ends. Rockets with the rebound.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to...
Oh, that was terrific!
My goodness! Boy, he's got freakish athleticism, and you can see why he's participated in the slam dunk contest before. This guy can fly.
Murray finds Millsap. Back to Murray. Martin passes to Murray. It's stolen by Oladipo. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Murray. There's the pass to Nwaba. Here's Wood. And some nice passing there by Houston. Martin passes to Jokic. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Shoots. And another miss by Denver.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Oladipo taking his time here. And the shot is long.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Jokic passes to Barton. It's hauled in by Wood. Houston leading by 5. Pass to Tucker. Up the floor. And finished off by Oladipo.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Morris with the ball. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Yep, that one goes.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Shots good by McLemore.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions. Morris
passes to Green. Here's Dozier, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Denver shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now McLemore. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Good on the bucket.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Passes it to Hartenstein. And Cousins comes over to help. Morris into the lane. Just 5 on the clock. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Houston leading by 8. From deep, McLemore. Cousins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
Morris with the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
From deep, McLemore. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Houston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They've got Hartenstein. JaMychal Green is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Karuch, guarded by Green. There's the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Denver the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed. You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
And former 7th overall pick Ben McLemore finally seems to be finding his footing in the NBA.
You know, he was known in college, Greg, for his shooting touch, and now delivering on some of that efficiency offensively. Good to see the young man make that kind of progress.
A 3 ball. Denver with a new 14. Campazzo. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Tate the pass to Brown. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Cousins, the pass to Brown. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Brown's got his first points of the night.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Several teams changing it up here. Oladipo outside. Gordon kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Tucker. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Wood. Wood's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Oladipo for three. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Jokic passes to Millsap. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets leading by 10. Oladipo outside. Down low. Jokic with the steal. Harris up top. Guarded by Oladipo. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Gordon against Murray. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. For Houston, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Oladipo outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Mwaba. No good with the triple.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
And here's Millsap from the arc. And another miss by Denver. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Knocked away. And there's the pass to Nwaba. Here's Tucker. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
3 on none. There's no one back. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And it's good for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris has checked in. The Rockets shooting their first free throw tonight. A free throw good from Eric Gordon.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
Morris into the lane. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Rockets leading by 15. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Oladipo for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Harris outside. Morris finds Harris. Lots of room. Here's Barton. Pass to Jokic with 2 seconds left. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And so it's Houston riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 15. And it's just about time now for the 3rd quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Victor Oladipo, Wood out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Gordon, and it's Mwaba in at the small forward. Jokic with the bucket.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
And Oladipo kicks to Nwaba. Back to Oladipo. Outside Gordon. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 13 from deep three-point range. Rebounded by Tucker. Outside Gordon. Houston moving it around. Goes straight through the defense. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Green, he's checked in for Paul Millsap.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Free throw good, Wood. The Nuggets trail by 18. Passes it to Murray. And there's the feed to Green. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his fourth rebound in this one. Bounce pass Gordon to the paint. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got his second bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Murray. And another miss by Denver. Houston leading by 20. Pass to Wood from past the arc. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
P.J. Tucker always active on the boards and doesn't give the defense a chance to box him out.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Jokic has got 7 points in the game. Now the pass to Tucker. Gordon dishes to Tucker. No good on the triple. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Jokic kicks to Murray. Rockets with the rebound.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Back to Oladipo. On the wing, Gordon. Pass to Oladipo. 4 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Houston gets it back. Here's Wood. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
And Tucker kicks to Wood. Off target from outside. The Nuggets really having a tough go here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. Back to Oladipo. Brown outside. And it's off from three-point range. Well through 3/4 of play, down double digits it. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Paul Millsap out there with Hartenstein. And it's Morris in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver. From deep, McLemore. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Morris.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The kick out to Barton. Goes up on the wing. Kept alive. Harris outside. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Fader on the way.
You got it. Come on.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Jokic has checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. It's an 18-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. It's good on the putback.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Waba passes to Gordon. Now here's McLemore outside. It's hauled in by Harris.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
To the inside. Cousins dishes to McLemore. Yep, it counts.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
On the wing, Eric Gordon, covered by Morris. 6 to shoot. Tate the pass to Gordon. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail by 20. Harris kicks to Jokic. Harris passes to Millsap, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Houston making a switch here. Kuruc is checked in. Rockets leading by 20. Harris on the double team. To the middle. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. Morris looking over the floor. The kick out to Barton. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Oladipo outside. Inside. And some nice passing there by Houston. Takes a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, Oladipo feels like he can take and make this shot whenever he wants to. You can just see the confidence.
Passes it to Millsap. Morris outside. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Barton passes to Harris. Good. Nice job down low.
The inside game of Harris continues to get better. He's effective at finding spots inside to score from.
Out that one from Nwaba.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
You know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
Barton passes to Harris, and stolen by Gordon. Oladipo with the bounce pass. Nwaba kicks to Cousins. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. Pass to Millsap with the floater, and that one drops for him.
Not afraid to get a little tricky out there. Millsap capable of hitting those tough floaters.
Oladipo outside. Nwaba passes to Oladipo. From deep three-point range, missed. So we see Houston taking the W here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.